One of the biggest questions I get from homeowners getting ready to sell is, should I renovate before I list? And honestly, it's a great question, but the answer isn't one size fits all. The truth is, not all renovations are created equal. And if you're not strategic, you can end up spending time and money on upgrades that don't actually help your home sell faster or for more. So in this video, I'm breaking down what makes sense to renovate before selling, which updates offer the highest return on investment in the Edmonton market, and how to avoid over-improving your home. Hi, I'm Dawn, a realtor here in Edmonton with eXp Realty. I help homeowners make smart, profitable decisions when preparing their home for sale, so you can sell faster with less stress and walk away with more in your pocket. Let's talk renovation strategy. First, we need to look at your timeline, budget, and market conditions. If you're working with a tight timeline, maybe relocating for work or trying to align with a purchase, you likely won't have time for major renovations. In that case, we'll focus on high impact, low effort improvements like paint, lighting, curb appeal, and deep cleaning. If you do have more time and budget flexibility, we'll evaluate what upgrades make sense based on your home's condition, value, and comparable listings in your neighborhood. Now, let's talk returns on investments. The goal with any pre-sale renovation is not to make your home perfect. It is to increase appeal and perceived value without overspending. In the Edmonton market, some of the best ROI updates include painting. A fresh coat of paint in modern neutral tones is one of the cheapest and most effective ways to refresh your home. It covers scruffs, brightens rooms, and makes spaces feel move-in ready. Avoid bold or trendy colors. Soft grays, whites, or warm neutrals are best. Lighting and fixture swapping. Swapping out dated light fixtures, handles, and faucets instantly monetizes the space. These changes signal to buyers that the home has been maintained and updated, even if the bones are original. Curb appeal. First impressions matter. A clean entryway, fresh mulch or potted plants, and a painted front door can create a powerful welcome. In winter, make sure walkways are clear and exterior lights are working. Kitchen refresh. Full kitchen remodels are rarely worth the investment before selling, but small updates like repainting cabinets, changing hardware, installing a new backsplash, or updating countertops, especially laminate to quartz, can dramatically boost appeal without the $30,000 price tag. Bathroom touch-ups. Again, full gut jobs aren't always necessary. Replacing a vanity, updating mirrors and lighting, or regrouting tile can breathe new life into a tired bathroom. Cleanliness is key. Buyers should walk in and feel that the space is fresh and functional. That said, here's where some sellers go wrong. Over-renovating for their area. If your home is in a $400,000 neighborhood, dumping $50,000 into luxury upgrades won't magically make it a $500,000 home. Buyers are still anchored to what similar homes nearby are selling for. That's why I always do a deep dive into recent sales to make sure any reno decisions are aligned with actual buyer expectations. Another mistake, renovating without considering the current market temperature. In a hot seller's market where inventory is low and buyers are scrambling, you may not need to do much at all. Homes are selling with multiple offers, even if they're not fully updated. But in a balanced or buyer's market, like we've seen at points in Edmonton, it can pay to stand out with cosmetic improvements that make your listing shine. And let's not forget about stress level. Renovations take time, coordination, and energy. If the idea of managing contractors or delaying your listing date causes anxiety, it may not be worth it. I work with sellers to create a plan that fits your lifestyle as well as your financial goals. Sometimes that means skipping renos and focusing on expert staging and pricing instead. Before making any renovation decisions, I always recommend a pre-listing walkthrough. I'll tell you exactly what's worth doing and what isn't. I also have trusted tradespeople who can help with quick, affordable updates that make a big impact without blowing your whole budget. At the end of the day, the best reno decisions are strategic, not emotional. If you're thinking of selling and wondering whether to renovate first, let's talk. I'll help you make the smartest call based on your home, your timeline, and your market.